Good morning, everybody. Okay, so we've got about 7 minutes to the bell. A little bit. Hey there, everybody. Okay, so we've got about 7 minutes to the bell. A little bit late into the office today. Just do everything I can to plan ahead for getting the kids into school and then getting into the office to get started up on the pre-market. And, sometimes things work according to plan and sometimes they don't. So, let's see, GRUB. Let's throw a level on GRUB here real quick. I already put the levels on here, but I don't know why it didn't save. 70.95. And then another one at 70.14. Looking for a bounce on GRUB. Click, 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 click. Okay, so an FCEL is one that I've been playing for the past couple of days. I don't remember how I've done on it. I think it was a dud for me yesterday. Opened up higher in the pre-market. I think I've played it both days and I don't remember. And it was on small share size. So it couldn't have been anything too significant, whether it was a win or a loss. I've got an entry at 16.15 on FCEL. If it, it's already saved. Okay, there it is. So, and I actually had two entries that I'm using. One entry, and I've forgotten on the daily, this is where I found this. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the open from the daily on, that looks like Tuesday, the 12th. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, Tuesday was the 12th. And it's dipping below that in the pre-market. You can see this is the Tuesday open, and so it's opening below. It's below that in the pre-market with less than 5 minutes to go. So 16.15 is an entry, or a rise back above 675 with confirmation. Okay, so let's see here. LPRO, ACM, GRUB, FCEL. Then I've got a small cap momentum. Momentum these days, these things will run up and then they'll just sell off for the rest of the day. I'm going to put a Fibonacci on this real quick. All right. So 496 might be a buy. I need to get those large caps into my windows, into my trading windows. Let's see, LPRO. ACM. GRUB. And FCEL. All right. And the stock that I'll probably keep an eye on first is going to be CHRA. About 2 minutes to go. the SPY is off a couple points pre-market. Okay, and so the VIX yesterday, let me take a look here. Yeah, the VIX dipped below that 22.2 level for a little bit yesterday, and then came up to close at 23.3. The VIX just won't sit down. It won't take its beat down and accept it. It is just being stubborn. We'll see what happens when the ad opens up. Okay, CHRA is falling down below $5. This support area right in here, this happens to land right on the fib too, at 453. Might be a good spot. And then we'll see what pops up on the scanners. Okay, and we're open. Ad is definitely opening lower. SPY's down a bit. LPRO is, LPRO opened a lot lower than I was expecting. ACM, yeah, there's nothing to really trade against right there. GRUB, let's see what GRUB does. FCEL is making an attempt for that, for this breakup candle right here. And CHRA is making a move. I'm going to put this on the 1 minute. Okay, yeah, it's coming back down a bit. All right, 453 is a, I'm going to put an entry on 453. 500 shares. Scanners are pretty quiet at the moment. A few things hit. Got APTX hitting now. All right, let's check this out. All right, got something to trade against there. So it has a yeah, it has something to like measure, like you got something to measure it against. A couple of the other stocks that I was looking at there don't have anything to trade against, so they're making new, like LPRO right here. LPRO, I think this is all-time highs for, yeah, this thing's only been trading, I don't know, since early June or early June, and there's nothing to trade against right here. So except for its other, all-time high. Let's see how this thing's looking. Opened a lot lower than what I was expecting. ACM still pulling back. I think 51, 54 will probably be a good spot to enter. That one could be as low as, it could come all the way down to this 50.69, but I mean probably not today. LPRO. LPRO is crossing back up above this high here. Let's join in. Let's see how the level 2 is not moving. Level 2 is moving really slowly. I think it's probably worth 100 shares to see if it can work its way back up to that pre-market high. Yeah, pretty quiet at the moment. All right, I'm in Pola for 200 shares at $10.57. I'd like to see it break this pre-market high of 1079 and then move for a push. Okay, there it is over 79. I'd like to see it push to the new all-time highs. Yeah, this thing has only been trading since, oh, well, it's been out for about 4 years, almost 5 years. So let's see, 1150 is the target on Pola. Once it goes over 1150, it goes blue skies. Okay, FCEL. I don't have an order in for FCEL already. 1626. Yeah, I got to bounce off of that 1615 level. I didn't have an order in for it though, so I missed the entry right there at 1615, unfortunately. CHRA, I do have an entry in for CHRA at 453. And Pola. Okay, things are picking up a bit here. A few minutes after the bell. Let's take this off the 1 day and put it on the 1 minute instead. And now CHRA is coming into its support level. Let's see if I can get filled at 453. If it bounces away before 453, then I'm gonna have to cancel. Like if we get from right here, it just starts to run up without filling at 453, I'll have to cancel the order. Okay, I got filled. Got filled on CHRA. Let's look for a bounce here. May take a few minutes for it to bounce. So just gotta kind of be patient with it here. Looks like there's a hidden buyer at 450. Watching level 2, 450 keeps rolling through. Okay, there, it finally broke. There we go. So give CHRA some time to turn around and start heading the other direction. The news on it is pretty good, but you can just never really tell. I entered into a deal to sell unit engaged in maintenance, modification, and repair services to nuclear and fossil power generation industry. So it's hopefully it's taking profit on that deal. CHRA is working on turning around here. Let's see. I moved back up toward $5, $5 from this spot is most desirable. Okay, there's a big seller at 460 that was just taken out. A big seller at 462 just popped up. So 462 was just taken out. Now 463 is on the ask. Ooh, a beat down. No. The sellers just came in. All right. So that was not the number. Perhaps this 433, but no, until it starts making breaking out on the 1 minute, then it's a dud. Pola. Little pullback here, so the next entry on Pola would be 1290, 1293. Get an order ready. Got an order ready at 1294. All right, I'm in. Let's see if that was a false breakout. Yep, it's pushing. Now needs to break over 1311 there. There we go, over 1311, 1330. All right. Quick 20 cents. All right. CHRA still heading down. There might be some support on CHRA down here at the bottom of this sort of pre-market dip. 430. Usually once it goes below its 50% mark, it's usually going to recover from that. And I think if there's going to be an entry on the way back up, then it'll be past 463. That'll show some buyers are interested for a move back to 5. I'll get an order ready at 463 on CHRA. FCEL. Am I in FCEL? No, I'm not. Okay. So 1615 acted like support for a couple little runs there on FCEL, but now that it's come down and tested it and didn't just move in the other direction and start going higher, and it's coming down to test it again, that usually means lower prices. With this kind of a move, there are people who are looking to take profits. There's a little bit of there's possibility right here at this pullback on a previous day. I don't know, maybe last week or so, that there could be support in this area, but there's no telling. That's not a high confidence trade. That's just kind of like a you know, that's something to take a note of for another day. So if this moves sideways for a few days like this and starts creeping back up, then there'll be a trade again on another day. But right now there's not. Let's see, ACM, LPRO. LPRO is holding on to that level there. Made a run for $40 right there on that spike. That's roughly the move that I was looking for. I wasn't in for it, so let's see what DraftKings is up to. DraftKings is dipping down a bit. I have a level at 51.74 for today on DraftKings. So if it goes all the way down to 51.74, then I'll buy. Okay, CHRA pull back to this fib and hit that fib. Let's see, that was at $4.10. Yeah, went right off that fib right there at $4.10. So somebody's watching the fibs on this. This could be a turnaround point for CHRA. Ooh, Pola. Look at you, hitting the scanners. Is Pola the one that has blue skies? Yeah. Pola is in uncharted territory here. And there are buyers coming in. So, I can't get involved right now. So on a pullback, and I guess a pullback down to 1377 or so would be an entry on Pola, unless it just decides to start running hot. There we go, 1377, flash down real fast. There are definitely buyers at 1377 right there. Let's see if it can hold. The low here is 1371. Okay, it's starting to pull back. Let's look at it on the 5 minute. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy candle right here. A lot of top and a lot of bottom. So it's I'm going to need to figure out which way it wants to go. 2.3 million shares traded. I don't see any news on it. CHRA dipping below 410 here. I'm going to take a stab at it with 200 shares at, oh God, go away. There we go. At 411. Okay, it's holding on to 410. Put in a hanging man at 410. The SPY is letting go. Okay, I'm gonna have to dump CHRA there. It's not working out. Now, if it dips below here, then runs back up again, then oh well. But so I got out of that at 405 for a loss of 6 cents on 200 shares, which is $12. So I'm keeping my losses small. If it can recover this 410 again, and then move higher, then I'll get back into it. Yeah, that was what I was trading against. There was a dip below 410. And I'd be willing to give it like 10 cents loss, which would be a $20 loss. So it's not much. But what I want is a 50% move up, or a 50-cent move up. So that way, I'm sitting on some tidy profits there. And so I got in at 411 and sold at 403. So about a $16 loss there, which is manageable, perfectly manageable. Okay, here we go, back at 410 again. See if we can get this thing to move over 410 and stay there. Stay over 410. $411, $415. This thing is just falling. It's below the moving averages. It's just keeps touching the 20 EMA and then falling away again. I mean, it's got to turn around in here real fast in order to start looking like it's going to be tradable. Right now, it's just not. let's see, it's after 10 o'clock. So, you know, the sellers ought to be going away. But on a stock like this, where, you know, I don't know, let's see, people have been waiting, people have been holding this thing for, you know, 6 months now for it to make a move. They're taking profits until the profit taking is done. There's no trade here, and it could be all day. There's, you know, it may not pop up again for another 6 months. So, yeah, these things are small caps. Small cap momentum is just that's just how it works. I mean, we might be able to get a pop, like if this thing runs back up to VWAP, that would be great. So close over 410 on the 10-minute. We've got 40 minutes of selling, and that's just usually once it does this for, you know, the entire stretch of the opening 30 minutes, it's considered the opening hour. That's kind of like, that's it. That's all it's going to do for the rest of the day, is just continue to dribble down. I'll take a stab at it for, you know, in case it decides to take a pop to the upside on a close over 410. There's this 7,000 share seller, 8,000 share seller at 410. Here we go. No, and just got beat down. Somebody came in, and I don't know what kind of volume that was, but somebody saw it pop up to about 416 and said, "I'm selling." Audi 5000, Audi 2000. I don't remember the saying. Polo's trying to hold its, yeah, Polo's doing a sort of there's a little pullback here, and then there's this pullback. A bit of a false breakout there on the 5-minute. So Polo's consolidating up in this area. So another move higher, the second round of buying could mean another equivalent leg up, say, another $3 leg up possibly. But it's got to do its consolidation thing. You can see here, kind of making a bull flag. Just have to let the trade develop. CHRA is trying to turn around here. It looks like buyers might be getting interested right in here. It's not usually at this 38% fib, things are kind of worn out. DraftKings got about 52.06, 51, about 35 cents away from an entry level on DraftKings there. Nope, couldn't do it. Forced it closed at the last minute there. I don't know if you saw that or not. But the price got forced down below 410 there, right in the last two. It was up here like around 414 or so, and just in the last few seconds of that close, somebody sold it off, knocked it back down below 410. So yeah, it looks like that trade is not going to work out. This is most likely what it's going to do for the rest of the day, is just kind of there might be like a run up in here a little bit, but it's not obeying any kind of momentum trading setup. New 5-minute highs, so on and so on. Yeah, this thing's just another stock that pops up pre-market and then sells off in the regular trading hours. The FCEL, I don't remember. Yeah, FCEL isn't behaving at all. CHRA, no. And Pola, let's see, this 1264 level might give a trade at 1264. DraftKings looks like it's going to do one of two things here. This is going to be a dead cat, or a dead cat bounce for another move lower. That's the way it's looking right now. And so I'll see if I have a level on this one at 51.75, 74 roughly, something like that. 51.74. Go ahead and get an order ready for DraftKings. GRUB, what's GRUB up to? GRUB is getting close to a support level. I don't know. And the SPY is definitely letting go here. SPY is down a little over 1%, down 4.4 points from yesterday's close. CHRA, no. FCEL, no. Pola, looks like Pola's breaking down. Yep. Rather significant breakdown right there. Let's see if 1150 acts as support again. Pola's really coming down. CHRA, no bueno. FCEL, no bueno. GRUB. DraftKings, okay. So DraftKings just hit 5174. I got distracted here. I didn't get my order ready for DraftKings at 5174. Let's see if I can get it to hit there again. Okay, I'm in 300 shares at 5174. Let's see if we can get a 1% bounce. So it'd be 50 cents roughly. So move back to 52.25 roughly is the move I'm looking for. Give it some time. There we go. All right, so we've got about 2 minutes left on this candle. Looks like 51.74 was a good spot for a turnaround. Okay, we'll let go of half at 52.25. Boom, nice. Okay, and so now I'm going to let the other half ride and see how much it can recover. So 50 cents on 150 shares, 75 bucks. But hey, you know, 75 bucks is 75 bucks. Let's see if the SPY looks like it's trying to bottom. Some buying volume just came in on the SPY. Let me bring that down here. So you can see here on the 10-minute, had, you know, kind of the opening range, the opening 30 minutes here. 1, 2, 3, sold off for 20 minutes. And then on this candle right here, there's 3.5 million shares traded with this nice big bottom tail right here. We'll see if that turns into a reversal bottom for the day. The buy the dip crowd comes in and says, all right, well, you know, I'm getting a little discount here on some SPY shares. I mean, you know, the morning shakeout did its thing. $52.40 went up as high as $52.58 here. Yeah, and it looks like the SPY is trying to bottom out here, right on the nose of 10:30. Yeah. Now, if this happens, like, I mean, this is classic market behavior. The things are kind of looking like they're starting to get back to normal, and so, you know, the morning shakeout, the morning range opens up. It's the first like 20 or 30 minutes here. I'll bring the SPY in, and this is just really typical behavior. So the first 30 minutes opens, and then decides whether it's gonna you know, shake out, or whether it's gonna run up, make its move, and it'll turn around and go the other direction for a while, just kind of depending on which way it wants to go. So yeah, if and that ought to be the direction for the rest of the day, really. Once it heads up, and it's on a Friday, so there's probably, you know, Friday floater, so it'll probably make a run for the top of this breakdown candle at 377. It'll like sit here and like work on recovering, you know, until it gets up to this spot right here roughly, and then you know, it'll either fade away and, you know, test this candle all day, or it could just kind of keep going up. So, you know, we've got something to trade against now. So if we go long right here at the low of this breakdown candle, as soon as it breaks below the breakdown candle again, you know you're wrong. You get out. You know, if you're going to lose, you lose small, and if not, then yeah, we ought to see. I'm gonna buy some SPY options here for this run to 377. Buy to open. And then I'll date those. I'll date those in the next week. So that way the time premium doesn't eat me up. And then just let the market do its thing. All right, DraftKings is working out well. I'm still in 150 shares from 51.74 up to 52.83. So I made $75 on the first half, and I'm up roughly $150 on the second half right now. So, I'll probably let it go right here at 53.74 if it can make it another dollar higher. Polo's trying to recover. Nope. Getting a beat down. See, Better Online Solutions is catching a bid. Here, let's see what's going on. Just looks like a quick buyer of 100,000 shares decided to come in, try and break up above this gap. It gapped down a few days ago, maybe a couple weeks ago here, late December, and price is moving back up to fill the gap. The top of the gap is actually at 269, although I mean 259 could be kind of considered a gap. I don't know. It just looks like a quick run up. Nothing really major happening there. All right. I need to take a break for a minute. I will see everybody here soon. Okay, so what did I miss? Oh, there goes Paula. Paula decided to make its move back up there. I was in the potty. So I missed my entry on that because I had to go potty. I probably would have entered somewhere around 12, 13, little above, little below for this move. Let's see, is Pola in blue skies? I have forgotten already. Yeah, Pola is or is not. It currently is in blue skies. Okay, so this 1149 price right here was the high from I don't know, a few weeks. I can't remember how far back. And it looks like it came down to test it. It came close to testing it. That's a really nice setup. I may not be too late to this. It may not be too late for me to get involved with this. I'm not sure because that's that's a really nice breakout pattern there. So Pola came up to this level, broke through it, and then came back down to test it. Almost tested it, and came within 10 cents roughly. Came within 10 cents, and now is making a new move. So the first price that you can see it gained more resistance right there, right here. The body of these candles right here on the 10-minute, it hit that as resistance again. So over 1344, and then it ought to be looking for new highs on the day. Right now, it's just holding up above all-time highs. Okay, so over 1344, there's probably going to be some significant resistance right there over 1344 is going to be a tough spot for it to run past. Let's see what happens. Oops. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, 1344. Okay, so there's a move past 44, a little shot past 44 there. Okay, 49 on the ask, 45 on the ask. 45 on the ask, 44, 43, 42, 41. Big seller came up at 41 there. I went ahead and let go. I had 300 shares. So it made about 10 cents per share there. Kind of pretty small trade there. So it was worth almost 35 bucks, that move. Really missed, I had to go to the bathroom, so I really missed that move right there past this downward, this kind of pullback line right here. And I'm guessing I probably would have entered the trade somewhere around 1240. Took a pretty nasty dip to 1182 after that, and then ran up. There's 44 on the ask. 40 on the ask. All right. There it goes. So I didn't catch that, and the reason that I took profit so quickly at only 10 cents is because I was late to the move. You know, I was late to the party, but I was at the party and I had fun. So okay, that's what that is. So I put this line. It's going to be kind of hard to see. Let me make it brighter, larger, easier to see. This tan line right here, I put that on earlier as it was making its wedge, its bull flag, kind of wedgish bull flag pattern. Let's change the color. I'll change it to red. So right in here, when it was making this pattern right here, a bull flag, I would have liked, you know, I wasn't keeping a close eye on it, so I didn't see it as it happened, but I would have liked to have seen, for a high confidence trade on this trend line, I would have liked to have seen the stock hold this 1264 level and then break through this downward resistance line, but it doesn't matter. It's, you know, it's trading. Yeah, it really is kind of like it's flip a coin. You know, when you get the direction correct, you let it run. You know, for a price target. If you get the direction wrong, you cut the losses quickly. So that way, your winnings are always bigger than your losses, and it helps to have, you know, a win-loss ratio that's, you know, above 50%. In that case, the more it is above 50%, the better. CHRA is really, it's just not doing anything. FCEL is still pulling back. It's just acting like a dog. Let's see, 1566 and 1506 are entries on my spreadsheet, but it doesn't. I don't think it's gonna. This stock just doesn't look like it's doing anything. It looks like it's just fading away. That's it. Yeah, it had a popped up 489 to 520 at the open, and then it's just pulling further and further back. CHRA is a dog. Pola's likely A, B, C. Yeah. I mean, it could run up again. It's after 11 o'clock. The scanners are quiet. The SPY is falling away again. And SPY is acting like it wants to go lower. Let's see, the VIX, man, that VIX is stubborn. The ad is at negative 1500, almost negative 1600. But as of right now, it's looking like it's just going to be a down day. Home Depot's looking pretty frothy in here. CCIV. Let's see. I traded CCIV a few days ago. I don't remember how I did on it. So it's making a run for 20. There's a 60, oh, yep, boom through 20. See if I can get filled here on this, oh, okay, I got filled 100 shares on that halt. Wow, I put in 1,000 share order. Let's see where it opens up. Nice run right there. 5 minutes. Ran from 1879 to 2066. Okay, so I don't get seconds on my level 2. I only get hours and minutes, and so I can't see the exact second that this halted. But we're at 11:11 right now, so looking for a 5-minute halt. It's usually how long they last. So at 11:16 and some change, it ought to open up again. About a minute to go. Okay, 11:16 some change. Let's see. On my clock, so if it rolls over to 11:17 and doesn't open by then, it'll be a 10-minute halt. All right, open back up again, and ooh, it tanked. All right, a little pullback there. That was a gigantic pullback. Let's see if we get some buyers coming in. back over 20. It's a good spot to buy. You know, if you're wrong, you'll know right away. 2034, 28, 13, 17. Okay, back over 20 again. Back over 2068, and we ought to see some fireworks. There we go. All right, now we are on our way. No, not on our way? Yes, we are on our way. We ought to push back past 21. Now imagine this is going to push to somewhere around 25. If it can hold on to, if that's not a false breakout. Yeah, it looks like we got a false breakout there. Okay, I let go of my 100 shares, unfortunately. Let's see. CCIV. I bought at $20.68 and sold at $20.18. So about a $70 loss there, sort of $50 loss. So, all right. I mean, it still leaves me profitable on the day. Not what I wanted, but you know, life goes on. I can survive, certainly. Pulling back quite a bit here, CCIV is. So I let go. So I bought going into the halt, and then it opened and people sold coming out of the halt, and it ran back up. And so I could have, and this is a breakout, technically speaking. The spot right here is a breakout when it moves up above that closing candle, that candle's close. And I mean, I could have taken profits there, but with the activity on this thing, I was expecting it, to keep going, but it turned out to be a false breakout. So I let go of it at $20.18. So I bought here and let go of it right here on 100 shares. And so it was a $50 loss. And I'm not in this mess right now, this messy drawdown right here. It could find some support down here. It looks like it's getting some support around 1850. When it plummeted back down right here, buyers came in at 1850. It looks like it's holding, so it could curl back up again. I don't know if it'll break out again or not, though. But yeah, 1850 here. That is, for the time being, that's support. Pola is definitely catching a bid here. And it's this level right here. I want to see it hold over 1378. I'll put an order in for 1378 on 300 shares. See if I can get filled. All right, I'm filled at 1378. CCIV is creeping up, a little bit. Let's see if we can get a squeeze on Pola. How many shares? That's 11 million float. And we might be able to get a squeeze on Pola. There we go. Over 14, a little bit over 14s, a little bit of resistance there. A little dip down. I think I'm going to take profits here. If it moves without me, then it moves without me. I just don't want to end up red on another fast drawdown. So we'll see if it can hold 1378. There we go. Over 14. And then the next big spot is going to be over 1459. If it can hold this 13, roughly almost $14 area somewhere in here, somewhere in this area right here, and then start moving up. 14 is resistance on it right now, though. And the more often it bumps 14 and doesn't hold, the weaker it'll get. All right, so I'm going to enter at, oh, missed it. Okay, if it comes down to 1420 and holds, I'm going to buy there for a move to that 1459 level. Okay, I just clicked in. Let's see, I'm not getting filled. A little bit of resistance under 1430. There we go, got it. Okay, so 1459. Real quick run to 1459 there. Was the high 1459 on this candle? High was 1460, so it beat it by a penny. Looks like a double top there, that 1459 level as of right now. So it's headed into 1130. 14 seconds, 10 seconds to the close on this candle. It's moving fast enough to keep an eye on the 1 minute. Yes, this 1378 was a little area of contention. I'm gonna get an order ready for 1465. And if it decides to break 1460, you know, I don't know. At this point in the day, though, traders are getting ready for lunch. Morning session's just about done. I think I might call it a day here. I'm getting hungry. The DraftKings is doing its thing. It's working on recovering from that, morning shakeout. And same thing with the SPY. The SPY looks not exactly the same, but really quite similar. So a little area of resistance on DraftKings is going to be right here. So after it hits 53.75, we'll probably see profit some people, taking profit. I'm in at 51.74 on 150 shares. So, and I took profit on 150 shares at 52.25 right here at this level, which is roughly a 1% move in price. Gold is definitely coming back down. This is the 1378 level. I've forgotten what was special about the 1378 level, how I came up with that mark, but it's not the same trade now. Now that it's run and come down, and it's not the same. Now breaking above 1378 and then confirming 1378 again will be that'll be a trade. So like a 1 minute run up here and closing over 1378 and then coming down to confirm 1378. That'll set us up for a leg higher. But this is definitely a double top here. Got this 14. Let's see. This is 1459. The top of this candle right here. Top of this candle right here is 1459, and the top of this candle right here is 1460. So it's definitely getting some price resistance right up there. And unless and until it breaks over 1460, the price, that's as high as the price goes for the day, at least for the day. So as of right now, that's the game plan. See, 1850 was the level down here. Let's see what that corresponds to. Not really anything specific here. Change the color of that line so it's a little more obvious. Let's go with yellow. Go with a brighter yellow. Go with a bright yellow. There we go. Kind of an area of support and resistance there. Okay. I'm going to take profit on that second DraftKings position there. So let's see. DraftKings, sell 150. All right, I'm out. So I bought DraftKings at 51.74. And I just got on 300 shares. I sold 150 at 1% profit for, let's see what that realized gain was, for $75. And now I'm selling this second, I sold the second position at 53.66 for $290. So a $365, $360 trade on DraftKings today. That's not bad. On 300 shares, it's, good trade. Let's see, I traded some SPY options. So I bought some SPY options after this bottom came in right here. I bought the options at where are they? I bought 377s. K equals 377 for Friday of next week for the 22nd of January. And I paid, let's see, where is it? Buy to open. I paid $2.91 a piece for 5 of them for 5 contracts, which is 500. So almost $1,500 in the trade. And then I'm going to sell them now for $3.43. So a little bit more than 50 cents on 500 shares. Let me put the sell order in. Okay, so it's sold. So let's see what the realized gain was. So realized gain is about $250. Right now I'm up about $600 on the day, maybe a little bit more. Got some stragglers here. And VIX is coming back down. Definitely want to see the VIX fall below 22.2. It's just a level that I've had my eye on for a long time. Let's see, let me bring the VIX down. So this level of 22.2, I put that level on months ago, and I've gotten, when it goes below 22.2 and then confirms, it does a really good job of the SPY makes a really nice run up whenever the VIX falls below 22.2. So let's see again with the SPY. Something's hitting the scanners too. I'm going to take a look at it real quick. VHC, not interested. Trading is the perfect. Oh wow, I missed that. Trading is the perfect career for someone with ADD because there's always the next thing to skip to. There's always the next thing to go look at. So let's see. What is that? SPY. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so the SPY is looking like it's working on making it back above this morning sell-off. This morning shakeout really is pretty much all it was. And it caught really nice bottom candle right there on high volume. So you see this is a 3.5 million share candle right here. So buyers definitely stepped in at the 370, 377 level. 374 roughly. Buyers came in, and then it just it took another little dip, and now it's just kind of, it's not looking back, it's looking forward. So the afternoon session could get pretty interesting. Bulls. Oh, DraftKings made it up past this breakdown candle high here. So now it's working on recovering the rest of the down move from the open. So 54.52. I'd say 54.52 is the next goal. This is this candle, this down candle right here is the candle that had the most volume, and so that is the biggest hurdle for this price action to overcome, I guess you could say. So next on the plate is really, it's the open. I could see DraftKings trying to get back to the open price here, which is about another $1 higher, right at just under $55. Let's see, opened at 54.57, so just slightly less. The VIX peaked out, so Yeah, I'm gonna move the VIX back up to my window where I keep the SPY. Let's look at Pola. Okay, so Pola's coming back into this area for a test. If you buy right here, when you're wrong when you get a close below this. What is that? 1459. Close below 1459. Even on a 1 minute, with as fast as the price action is on this stock, then you'll know exactly when you're wrong. And that's minimizing losses is the name of the game here, and maximizing gains. So we've got a test there. Now a little pullback dip kind of thing happening. All right, so it's holding 1459 for the time being. It closed above. It closed above. This is just on the 1 minute. Dipping down a bit. Volume is falling off and it's getting late in the day. $100,000 shares traded, 189, 209, 114, 437, 505. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of activity on this stock. That's not a bad chart. This is the 1 minute. See how it looks on the 5 minute. So we have one pullback here, another pullback here. We've got two pullbacks. And usually by the after the second pullback on a momentum stock, it's done for the morning. There might be something to trade in the afternoon. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm done for the day. It looks like I had a couple of visitors today. I hope some folks will come and join and hang out. All right. See everybody on Monday. Good luck out there.